Good morning everyone from this rainy Bloemfontein. I hope there's rain at your side too. Today we're going to do the endocrine system, and I'm going to assist you on some of the endocrine glands and questions that I can ask you next Friday when we're writing the first paper on endocrine. I just want to emphasize that, and we're going to refer to that on some of the questions, that the endocrine system can go along with the nervous system as well. And there's some questions about that I will emphasize. So when you learn it with the nervous system. So let's start then with the endocrine system. And I'm going to take a PowerPoint to show you where the glands is situated and what the functions are. So the endocrine system, the first thing that we must learn and take note of is that the endocrine system have endocrine and exocrine glands. Now, important is the endocrine glands secreted hormones and the exocrine glands secreted enzymes. But the most important difference is the endocrine system is the one that we are looking at now. They are ductless glands and pour secretion hormones directly into the blood. And the exocrine glands, they have ducts, secreted enzymes via a duct to the site of the action. So ductless glands, we are looking at the ductless glands, the endocrine glands. So that is important that we must learn. All right, let's look at the endocrine system and the nerve system. Remember, you must learn these two according to one another. So the endocrine system operates with blood streams. Nerve system operates with neurons. The endocrine system has a slow response. So glucose or insulin is secreted, but the effect is on a long response. And the nerve system is a rapid response. So you hear the sound, you hear my voice, and you can interpret it immediately. Or you have a reflex reaction. Someone is punching you in the face, so you can have a rapid response. The endocrine system effect may be widespread, and this effect of the nerve system is localized effect, that is a short-term effect. So if you want to take maybe a notes about the differences, and I think it's important, you can write, tabulate it if you have a pen or a paper. It operates with blood streams, it operates with neurons. Endocrine system is hormones, and this hormones is chemical, and the nerve system is electrochemical. Another difference is slow response, and its nerve system a rapid response. Response lasts longer, response short-lived, and the last one, effect may be widespread, and it is a local side effect. So the differences, I think, can be important. That can be a question. Or they can ask you, what is the characteristics of the endocrine system? Then you can say it operates with the bloodstream, hormones are chemical, slow response lasts longer, effect might be widespread. So I think this is important to know and to take note. So I hope that you have enough time maybe to learn it now or write it down. Then the other thing that is very important is the definition of hormones. Many times they ask, give the characteristics of the hormones, or what is hormones. Hormones are organic molecules, 1 point, that consist of contain of protein. It serves as a chemical messenger, another point. It travels in the blood, and it can stimulate or inhibit a target organ. And this is the other one that is very important. For maybe 3 points, what is hormones? Give a definition of hormones, or what is the characteristics of hormones. Remember now, the previous one was, what is the characteristics of the endocrine system? Basically the same as the what is hormones, but the response lasts longer, slow response. Alright, so there's a difference. I think this one is important, and the definition of a hormone is very important in this endocrine system. So if we look at the glands, we must know what glands, what do they secrete, and what is the function of the hormones they secrete. So we start with the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland that is situated in the brain. We're going to look at the location, the thyroid, the adrenals, the pancreas, the ovaries, and the testes. Now remember, when you're learning the menstrual cycles, we're also going to refer to the ovarium. So these are very important hormones. So if we look at the pituitary gland and the hypothalamus, we see that they are situated in the brain. The hypothalamus, there's the hypothalamus, and there's the pituitary gland at the base of the brain. Very important, where are they situated? Maybe they give a sketch. Maybe, as I said, they give you a sketch of the brain, and they can ask now questions of nerve system as well as endocrine system. To label this, so you can label it cerebrum, cerebellum, pituitary gland, hypothalamus, and then they ask questions about the function. So it can be a combination, question combination. So there is the medulla oblongata and the reflex taking place here. But let's concentrate on the endocrine system. There's the hypothalamus and there's the pituitary gland. Now people, very important, and that I see many times the learners get it confused on. The hypothalamus is situated underneath the thalamus. It produces ADH that is stored in the pituitary gland. So actually the hypothalamus produces ADH. Where is ADH produced? Hypothalamus. Where is it stored? In the pituitary gland. Which gland secrete ADH? It's the pituitary gland. Alright, but what is the role of the hypothalamus in this whole endocrine system? That is, it produces the ADH, and ADH regulate water balance. So it's responsible for osmoregulation. And when you learn homeostasis, you must know that the homeostasis of osmoregulation, you must go and learn the homeostasis of that. The same as the homeostasis of temperature, so that is also important. The homeostasis of water balance, you must learn. Then the pituitary gland is located at the base of the brain, just below the hypothalamus, as you saw it there. Now the pituitary gland is also called the master gland. Now the master gland, they call it the master gland because they stimulated many other glands to produce hormones. So that is why it is the master gland. Now let us look at what does this the pituitary gland do. They secreted thyroid-stimulated hormone, TSH. You can write TSH in the exam. It secreted prolactin. It secreted growth hormone, GH. It secreted follicle-stimulated hormones. It secreted LH. So it stimulates the ovarium to secrete follicle-stimulated hormone. And then in the testes, the testes will produce testosterone. But the hypophyse or the pituitary gland doesn't stimulate the testes, but it stimulates the ovarium. So if I teach my children in class to remember the pituitary gland, it's always those glands, or the gland with the TSH growth hormone, FSH, LA. Only initials. It's only initials. So remember that.